So you empathize only with the positive, but you empathize with the negative. So basically, you're not doing like for like. You don't follow their lead, because that lead only leads to destruction. But some people try to use it. You can use it in a negative way, but you don't use it in a negative. You can use the negative they projected for a positive, but you don't use the negative they have projected in order to destroy or hurt, but to build. Coming up with a solution to help and not hurt, creating positive actions as opposed to negative redundant reactions. And instead of accepting their negative conditioning that's projected towards you. A negative structured individual or person, aka negative people, whether directly or indirectly, is a problem person. Many have been deceived, so this is why a blanket of forgiveness and continuous direction of a solution-oriented person is always advised for all. For many of us have been flim-flammed and bamboozled. So let us at least try to make an attempt to forgive one another for all the ignorance that's been spread throughout time and space in this particular social construct that has been created by many negative individuals in order to control or deceive. And move toward an enlightenment process and structure. People had tried to deceive us or you for so long, but no longer do you have to be a stooge to these people that use this and direct this in order energy in order to keep you in the dark, to keep you in a cave of ignorance. And they've done this for a long time. So we must learn how all these negative people do these tricks, including our media, television and news. And they don't project the facts, but only how they're perceiving what's going on. So they'll say who's good and who's bad, not based on what is, but based on who they say is good and who they say is bad. Not describing what the weather is, but telling you it's a bad day today, as opposed to just telling me or telling you that what are the temperatures today. And describing their favorite politicians. Although many corrupt, they'll say, well, this person's fabulous, fantastic. They're doing a great job with the economy, and you've never seen such blatant disregard for truth, because you know, since this person has been in a position of authority, things have got worse and worse and worse, but they're trying to describe utopia when the exact opposite is true. So they're further gaslighting you, because you get becoming angry because you know this is all a lie. So these four negative people, the problem people, again, either some people are doing this because they don't know any better. And some people know exactly what they're doing, and they worship dark entities. They're willing to sell their soul, and they're willing to sell you out. So these people that do this are the anti-way. But again, they're only doing that because a lot of people are using the very same system, so it enables them to have power. But if it was reversed, then these people would be punished, and they'd be like, wait a minute, something's wrong because now I'm getting punished. before when I used to get over on it. Now that people are awake and they're like, oh, no, not so fast, my friend, not so fast. And then they're going to start to see the truth that all these selling their soul and killing their own family for money or whatever they're doing, or casting these spells on other people, was not the way. It was the anti-way. And because many people are losing through the majority of ignorance. In other words, there's so many people that are ignorant, they're just following to the plan and don't know why or what is the problem. But when many people are awakened, there's no longer a majority of ignorance, because the majority is a lot of good people, but they don't know how to escape this negative matrix. So it's the anti-way. Whether directly or indirectly depends on how much you know and what you do towards using the situations that are before you. Because every single day you are faced with choices. And as you continue to make your choices over time, choice and choice and choice and choice, you are solidifying who you are. It is not what a person says who they say they are, but when you follow the pattern, you can see exactly who they say they are, exactly what they believe. So they're saying, oh, well, they don't believe that, but what they're doing is they're doing exactly what they said they don't do. And that includes many priests and even many people who say they're of God, but they are not of God. So these mind games are designed, and these behaviors are designed to destroy. But once you switch and follow the instruction, you are going to change, if you choose to the positive, the for positive, and you can keep a distance between the negative states of mind. So they rule through ignorance and hate, as opposed through intelligence and cooperation. And of course, sometimes they use fear. Again, it's fight or flight. So they want to cause you to be angry so you can attack, and they can say, at least justify, to make you out to be angry, or that you run and therefore not a problem. And because you have become negative either by fear or by hate, which is what they want in order to control. But if you do neither, then you are your own master, and they have lost before they have begun. Do unto others as you would have done unto you. But if you are someone who has a different structure, then in other words, if you're an honest person, you would do what you want to done to others, and the other person is a sadist masochist, meaning they like to have pain and project pain. And does that allow them to hurt or rape another person? In other words, because they have a distorted way of thinking, does that allow them, in order to hurt you or rape you or disrespect you? Because even these people that are like that when you throw the negatives back in their face, they don't like it. They just want to be in control. Now, a sadist or a masochist, meaning if some people who like pain but don't want to give pain, or some people who want to give pain and don't want to take pain, it's a hypocritical form of knowledge or understanding, and it's solved by understanding above and below, which means that they don't know the solution to get out of the problem, so they continue perpetuating the negative. So they're hypocrites, basically, and they're following a hypocrite law. They want things to work out where they're the hypocrite and you are not a hypocrite. So meaning they can do unto you, but they don't want it done unto themselves. It's always the case because they don't know how to escape the madness. This is another subject, but again, you keep following the ball. This is the negative part. So the solution part is going to come later on, in which you'll see how some people make that mistake and by becoming more negative because they don't see the light anywhere. But once you begin to see the light, when the darkness tries to attack you, you'll be like, no, I'm going to stand next to the light. And therefore, you change your behaviors, you grow, you become better. And so the society will become better. Our environment will become better. And it'll grow until where the planet will become better. That is, hopefully, if we can choose to do that, and that is your choice. But for right now, the human instruction is based on this wickedness that's now. In other words, I'm just describing the 4 negative. Later on, we'll continue to describe the 4 positive. But if people choose not to change and stay in this negative form of mindset, things are going to change for you because now you understand. So they want their beliefs and their actions to be repeated, but not respect your beliefs and actions. And that's the basic point of it, is that they're hypocrites. So if they live under a law of hypocrisy, and they're with others that live under a law of hypocrisy, then they're going to find themselves at the short end of the stick, meaning they will eventually somehow, hopefully, awaken before it's too late to realize that their mind, thought, and structure is deeply flawed. And not until they understand exactly how things work will they, in turn, be able to change themselves and go from a person who's a hypocrite to a person that their word is their bond. You do not throw the pearls before the swine, meaning you do not give your good if somebody's just going to trample all over it and treat you like trash. You can give what you call a positive action and a positive motive. But if their positive action is destroyed by them, by trampling all over it, then you're left with another option, and that's what you're going to keep your positive motive. But what you're going to give them is righteousness, which appears to be anger, but it's not. It's just showing them, hey, I'm fighting for you. I'm trying to show you the way. They'll understand it. They'll know something's different. They'll know it wasn't done out of hate. Some people call this tough love, but it is love. It's trying to help them. Hey, you got to learn. You can choose to learn. If not, you make that choice, then you're going to get something that's you neither wanted or asked for because you're being illogical. They need or they can choose to wake up in order to find light as opposed to finding darkness and trying to find escapism in order to alleviate. So you can attempt to give this love where there is no love and give and share to help them. And in the end, hopefully, they would have learned that lesson. And it's not like someone else who's actually looking to really hurt them. So what you have is something to teach them so they can grow. Because 4 negative only serves to have a negative outcome. So there's more than just you. There are others in it that can help or hurt along with this communication. So we build or we destroy together for an overall and objective, which is from a source and which grows from the micro to the macro, to the macro to the micro. So if a world order is under this positive, the structure will become positive. If it's negative, it would only serve to be destroyed, such as these bully behaviors and dictatorships and despots, because this only sows strife, division, and added pain and hate, instead of managing and organizing, making a heaven on earth in which we can give and share energy, because then it grows. Whenever two or more evil people are, evil is. And whenever two or more good people are, good is. And these are the dragons. This is what permeates the air when you're walking outside. You can feel the air lighter, the colors better, if you can orchestrate a peaceful state of existence with a happy state of future and past. But if you create a negative form of present and a negative, looking at a negative future and a negative past, then this creates and permeates the air and creates a larger dragon. All negative people form this chain of ignorance and stupidity and hate, and that is their source. They're enslaving your mind and enslaving this world with these negative structured societies. Negative people are like a script and writers that they plan, although they say they're not planning it. Yes, they have planned. This is what their plans are. This is why many times they fear the positive, because they don't have the same plans. And they act like things are just happening willy-nilly. No, that's not true. They're deep in the planning with these negative script writers. So along with the negative script writers, then you have negative actors. And they plan to confuse, to hate, and to control or deceive the masses by their anti-rhetoric, their anti-perception, projection, and language. Their anti-objective procedures and schedules. Their objective is to cause more problems, more wars, more pain, more crime, which can all be eliminated by many times just actually punishing evildoers or these negative behaviors. And instead of offering some people amnesty or a rotating door just to commit crimes again, that's their objective. They let them go just so they can hurt again. And so many times that's not helping to our society, and it's not helping that individual to get out of this negative cycle that he's in, until inevitably he kills or he gets killed in the process, thinking he's or she is this exalted person, when they are truly loyal, the lowest form of existence. This is their playbook. This is what they're using. They're using all these kinds of plays, and then they offer excuses and lies, all in a pretext to hurt you and kill. And then they're claiming ignorance. They're claiming mistakes or accidents. Or they don't know. They don't remember. They forgot. When it was planned, and they know exactly what was to be done and how to do it. They're claiming stupid when it